Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of The Baking Bakers. We're in my kitchen today, and it's strawberry season here in southern Michigan, so we have got a special one today. I have been looking forward to this for quite some time. I went and picked up a couple of quarts of fresh picked strawberries from our local strawberry patch, I guess you would say. Creek Valley Farms, if any of you are local, go check them out. They're great people over there, and they have the best strawberries. Just starting to get into our season here, and so we're going to do a couple recipes using some strawberries over the next few weeks, you're going to see. Today, however, we are starting off with homemade strawberry pie. Let's do it. We are going to start off at the stove over here, and we're going to get our sauce kind of made up, or the filling, I guess. I don't know. The stuff that holds the strawberries together and makes it delicious. That's what we're going to do. So here's what we need. We need one box of strawberry Jello. It's a 3-ounce box, the normal size, not the double size. We'll pour that into our pan here. Okay. We need 1 cup sugar, granulated white sugar, in the pan, not on the stove. Okay. We need 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. That is just cornstarch. Good enough. Okay. Now we are going to add 1.5 cups, 12 ounces, of cold water. That's always a fun part because it turns red. Okay. Now we're going to mix these together, and as we do so, we're going to turn the burner on. Probably not full. Let's go with 12. And we're just going to keep mixing this until we get all of that dissolved in there, get all the sugar dissolved off the bottom, the Jello, and then you're going to get chunks of cornstarch. And I just kind of keep stirring it, smash them against the side of the pan, move it around, and as it heats up, that cornstarch will dissolve into our sauce here. Now we're just going to keep stirring this as it heats up until it is boiling, and you will know when it is boiling because it's going to change color a little bit. It's going to take a little while. Well, we're starting to get hot now. It's getting close to boiling, I can tell. I've pretty much been stirring it constantly. You don't want these sugars to burn on the bottom of your pan by letting it sit for too long, so we just keep gently stirring it here. We're starting to get some steam, and just watch as this thickens up and the color sort of changes here, and it kind of gets a translucent red instead of this creamy red. Starting to feel it thicken up. You can see some darker chunks in there. Just about ready to boil. Here we go. See the consistency of it changing? And there's the color change. Okay, this is pretty much what we want here. Now we need this to cool down before we can put our berries in it. But we don't have any berries ready, so maybe we better do that while this cools down a little bit. That's why I get this ready first. Because I can take the time when it's cooling down to go and get my berries ready. Turn our heat off. We're just going to let that sit there for a little bit, and we'll move over to the sink here. Okay, so we're back over here by the sink. We've got our 2 quarts. You need 1.5 to 2 quarts of fresh strawberries. We're probably just going to use this whole thing up. I've got a fancy little strawberry huller thing that I bought on Amazon. We're going to see if this works. If it does, I'll put a link in the description. You guys can go check it out and get one for yourself here. But yeah, we're just going to take all of the hulls or the stems, you know, the green part, the part that you can't eat of the strawberries. Just throw those in the sink, and I'm just rinsing them off. I've got a strainer here. I'm going to throw them in, let that pile up with some water running over it until we get these done. After doing 10, it works really good to get the hulls out. Sometimes the hulls don't come out of the little spoon thing. I don't know. It's not bad. It works. You can also just use a knife. Or a peeler. A potato peeler is what I normally use. Just use the end to scoop around in there. This does get them out really nice though. That is a beautiful berry. All of these, they look really good. Okay, here is our 2 quarts of berries, hulled and rinsed. I'm going to pour those into a bowl now. Now we're going to let them drip. There, I'm going to get a bowl. We're done with these. Now, as for the size of your berries, you can certainly use whole berries in a pie. I don't recommend that. You could put them on a cutting board. You could slice these in half. You could quarter them and have chunks. That's an okay way to do it. Personally, I think that the size of the berries lends a tremendous amount to the flavor and the texture of the pie, and I vastly prefer them to be sliced. So we can get a knife and we can slice these. I've done that way before. A couple years ago, I realized that my wife has a hard-boiled egg slicer. Put the egg in, close the lid, it slices it. Got some little wires that go through it. Those work. Those slice these really, really nice. But while I was shopping, I found this. It's a strawberry slicer, and it's got actual thick blades. So we're going to try this. We're going to put that berry in there. We're going to close the lid, and out come strawberry slices. Just like that. So now we slice them. I got a 1.5 quart bowl here. It should be heaping full by the time we're done with this. Figure out the most efficient way to do this. Yep, like that. Faster than a knife, I can tell you that. Oh. 10 out of 10. Highly recommended. Well, I was going to say when they start falling off the side, you've probably got enough, but I've only got a few more. We'll get them. There. And there's our bowl of beautiful ripe strawberries. Look how red they are all the way through. I mean, these are just perfect strawberries. Our sauce has been cooling over here on the stovetop, so we are ready to combine our strawberries and the sauce for them. Sauce, is that the right term? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to mix them together. We're going to pour these right into that pan and mix them up. But first, you may be wondering, what are you going to do with it after you get it all mixed together? Well, we're going to put them in a pie crust, silly. So let's get our pie crust ready. Now, I'm not making a pie crust. Here's how we do this. Let me show you. The best way to get your pie crust ready is to take it and peel up this edge all the way around. And then if you grab the label and you pick this up, it pulls this in. Voila, we have a ready-made pie crust. Now, I am also a firm believer that a graham cracker crust is the best way to enjoy a strawberry pie. That's why I do these, because I prefer this over a homemade pastry crust. It's just better. You get a little bit of crunch from that crust with the strawberries, and it's so good. I also get the 10-inch crusts, the ones that are a little bit bigger. They hold a little bit more, you get a little bit bigger pies, a little bit better pie to crust ratio, if you will. So we're gonna get this and set it right over here next to our pan. I also, a lot of times will buy some of these little mini pie pans, pre-made, ready-made graham cracker crust. This is for overflow. All right, we're back over here and you can see our sauce has cooled down. It's nice and thick, got that nice color to it. It is ready for our berries. We're just gonna go ahead and dump these right in. Now this is not cool as in room temperature, it's just cooler than it was. This is gonna be a very full pot. Should have taken Mom's advice and used a bigger pan. Okay, now we just have to stir them enough to get all the berries coated with that sauce. Yep, see what happens? Just fold them into it. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay, that's about all we need. Now we're going to pour it into our pie crust. It's pretty easy to overfill them. It just runs out to the aluminum edge then on the pan instead of staying inside the crust. It's okay. That's pretty good. I mean, I could put all of this in there if I wanted to, but I've got these 3 little crusts here, so I'm just going to go ahead and make me some little pies. Hopefully you guys can see this. Still got a little extra. Gonna overflow this pie yet. Make sure we get all of that sauce off the bottom of our pan. Excellent. Okay, now this needs to cool thoroughly, so I'm going to throw them in the refrigerator while we go watch a baseball game, and then we'll come back and enjoy some fresh strawberry pie. Super easy to make. Like I said, we gotta let it chill in the fridge for a little bit. We'll come back and cut into this here in a couple of hours. But yeah, also this little strawberry slicer thing here that I think is awesome and worked really well. Cost me like $8 on Amazon with the huller. They were a package deal. Like I said, I'll throw a link in the description if you want to go pick one up. Great. Your lid can go on the top of your pie upside down to kind of cover it, protect it. It doesn't last long enough around here to get covered usually. So yeah, we'll see you guys here in a little bit, and we'll see how our pie turns out. Okay guys, it's been a few hours. Our pie has been in the fridge setting up. We went to a baseball game, we mowed some lawn, and Brayson has been anxiously awaiting his first piece of strawberry pie for the year, right? That's right. So, here are our little mini pies. They turned out pretty well. We only have 2 left because somebody couldn't be patient over there and already ate one, but it's okay. So, I think this is set up enough. We're going to cut into it and see. It might not hold its shape real well. The longer it sits in the fridge, the more it'll set up, the better it'll be, but let's see what we got. So, just want a good sharp knife. And we're going to cut through, making sure we're slicing all the way down through that crust and through the berries. What do you think, Grady girl? Does it look yummy? Do you want one of these little ones just for you?
Yeah, sit down.
Do you want to eat that whole little pie?
The big pie.
Or you want the big pie?
Huh?
Okay.
No, you want the big pie.
Yeah, I want the big pie.
I want the big pie.
Everybody wants a big piece. Yeah, we definitely overfilled it. It spilled all the way out. It's okay.
It's okay.
Not gonna hurt anything. Okay. Let's see if we can scoop one out of here, Bryson.
For me.
For you. Not bad. Got a few little pieces. There you go.
Can I have it?
There's our piece of pie. Actually did hold pretty good. You can see that. Absolutely delicious. Brayson,
don't like mine.
You're up. Tell us how it is.
I don't like mine.
You don't like it? You didn't even try it. How's it, Brayson?
Good.
Is it good? All right, guys. I'm going to get a piece of this for me. You can put some Cool Whip, whipped cream, whatever you want on top of this. We never have. I like it just like it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of Baking Bakers. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Like I said, this is absolutely delicious. We look forward to this all year long and have been anxiously awaiting strawberry season. So, like I said, we're probably going to do a couple more strawberry things here over the next couple of weeks. One of them being our annual strawberry jam making day. Our jam supply is running low, so strawberry season is here just in time, and we're going to reload, so we're going to show you how that one goes, all the way from picking the strawberries through the finished product. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Share this with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll be sure to see you next week here on the Baking Bakers.
And more better, Dad. I like the whole thing pie. I like a big pie.